Rani Temple of Water. Long ago, in the golden land of Gujarat, the sun shone brightly over the Solanki kingdom. Queen Udayamati sat in her palace, her heart heavy with the memory of her late husband, King Bhimdev I. He had been a brave ruler who loved his people dearly. The queen wanted to build something that would not only honor his name, but also protect their thirsty land from the scorching heat. Udayamati called for her trusted advisor and companion, Tarang. "The king always said that water is the breath of life," the queen whispered. "The rains are short and the summers are long. I wish to build a temple, but not one that reaches for the clouds. I want a temple that reaches deep into the cool, dark earth to find the hidden rivers." To bring her vision to life, the queen summoned the greatest architect in the kingdom, a man named Stamba. He was known for turning hard stone into delicate lace. Udayamati showed him a scroll of her plan. "Create a memorial for King Bhimdev," she commanded. "A grand stepwell that will be a sanctuary for every traveler and a gift to the earth." Stamba took Tarang to the banks of the Saraswati River. The river often ran dry on the surface, but Stamba knew the water lived underneath. "This is where we shall dig," he said, marking the ground with his staff. Tarang brought a jar of sacred water to bless the soil, signaling the start of a project that would take many years to complete. Hundreds of artisans gathered. Stamba led them as they began to carve thousands of tons of silk-colored sandstone. He showed them how to cut the blocks so they would fit together perfectly without any mortar. Day after day, the sound of chisels hitting stone echoed like a rhythmic song across the plains. As the stepwell grew deeper, Udayamati visited the site. She marveled at the walls. Stamba had carved over 500 main sculptures. There were images of the gods, especially Lord Vishnu in his many forms, watching over the path to the water. "It is truly a temple," Udayamati remarked, touching the stone, Sheshashayi Vishnu, reclining on the cosmic serpent. Tarang walked down the 7 levels of the Vav. Each level was cooler than the last. The inverted temple design was a masterpiece. Instead of climbing up a mountain to see the gods, people would descend into the earth, leaving the heat behind. "It feels like walking into a dream," Tarang whispered as she marveled at the symmetry of the pillars. Finally, after years of labor, they reached the very bottom. Stamba and the queen stood together at the edge of the deep, circular well. Far below, the water sparkled like a blue sapphire. The Temple of Water was complete. It was 64 meters long and 20 meters wide, a subterranean palace for the most precious resource of all. The gates were opened to the public. Tarang watched as women from the village arrived with their pots. They laughed and sang as they descended the cool stairs, their colorful clothes brightening the stone corridors. The Rani was no longer just a memorial. It was the heart of the community, where stories were shared and thirst was quenched. Queen Udayamati looked down from the entrance one last time. She knew that even though King Bhimdev was gone, his legacy would live on in every drop of water drawn from this place. The Rani stood as a testament to love, art, and the sacredness of nature, a masterpiece that would tell the story of the Solanki dynasty for 1,000 years.